Hello, Scrabble here, and today I am coming at you with a quick look for Octopath Traveler on the Nintendo Switch. Usually I like to start off by taking a look at the icon. As you can see, it does have the name Octopath Traveler, so that is better than the icons that don't. I would appreciate some artwork here, but it is still better looking than the games that do not have the title on them, or just look like a giant mobile icon. So let's take a look at the loading times as we go. I am just over 20 hours into the game, I think. I've gone into the second chapter of some of these characters. And I am not planning on doing any spoilers today. So if you're concerned about spoilers, that is not something that I am looking at. I've been playing all in portable mode while I've been on vacation. So these 24 hours in portable mode, this is the very first time I'm looking at it in docked mode. The music is amazing. Alright, so we'll continue. As you can see, the title screen looks nice, and it cycles through the 8 different characters. So some things to point out here. I really enjoy the depth of field effects in the game, the blurring in the background and the foreground, the way the light works. It really looks like you are playing in a diorama, and it really brings, I'm saying really a lot, it brings to life the graphics that you've seen in 16-bit RPGs like Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger, for example. While those games look great, done in this style, you actually see a whole lot of depth to it, and I love it. And I wish that they go back and update some of those classic games with this kind of art style, at least one, just to see how it would be. So take a look at what settings are available to us. You have Japanese or English voice acting right off the bat. Voice acting is not all over the place. Not every single line is read, and that's fine. The English voice acting is great, and I haven't tried the Japanese. Message speed, quick is probably preferred, but I haven't changed it. Everything's maxed. HD rumble. I did notice some rumble in the game so far with the sound on. And I have to say, when I turned the sound off, I really noticed it, and it feels great. Remember battle cursor position? I usually like this, but right now I haven't changed anything. Corner shadows, if that bugs you. Brightness settings, restore default. Pretty standard stuff. Continue. So yeah, the game makes regular autosaves. So as you see, my autosave was in fact 1 minute behind. I think it autosaves every time there's a screen transition. And my actual save is just 2 minutes later. Autosaves are always very appreciated. You can live by them if you want, but I have had times where the autosave is significantly far behind. So Octopath Traveler is a game where there are 8 different characters, and if I can find a pub here, I don't... Oh, there we go. We got run speeds by holding B. Just good. Running's always good. Again, the music's great. There's 8 different characters in this game. You start off by picking one, and you do that character's first chapter of their story, and each character has a unique story that I think is 4 chapters long. You see where they are in the world, and you can go through and get them done. So as you see, here's the world map, and we can see that we have Chapter 2 for Tressa and Cyrus here. So I have completed all of the first chapters of all the characters and picked them up, so you can start off their stories when you find them, but you don't have to. And then you can do their chapters whenever you feel like, right? They got Chapter 2 for Olberic, he's a warrior. Chapter 3 for Primrose is over here. I've done her Chapter 2. This is the map, by the way. So as you can see, we even see on here, Elfin's, he's an apothecary, so he does a lot of chemistry stuff, chemistry healing and hurting. His is way out here in an area where I have not been. Honet's level 2 is out here in an area I haven't been. Therian, I've done his Chapter 2. He's a thief. Honet's the hunter. She's got kind of like a Pokemon style. So Therian, the thief, he's out here. His Chapter 3. Ophelia is a cleric, so lots of healing. I haven't been here, but it is in an area on the map I've revealed. And over here we have Tressa. She's a merchant, so she does a lot of money gaining abilities. And Cyrus is a wizard and, well, scholar, but he does magic and he is quite excellent. Also reveals enemy weaknesses. His chapter 2 is over here to be done. Another thing to note about the game is that there's fast travel. So you'll note as I go over top of a city or a town, it has to be a city or town, down in the bottom right we see I can fast travel if I press the A button, and that's good. And I can scroll out with the R with the right stick, just get a bigger view of the map. I believe these areas here that are in white are not actual areas of the map that are going to be explorable, and that's only based on the fact that there are no roads that lead out here and there's a solid line, whereas over here the line is less solid and we can see roads leading up into these areas. Okay, so today I am, in this quick look, I will be walking over to Saints Bridge in the Riverlands. Like I said, I haven't done that yet, and we'll do that from this town of Sunshade. So we'll fast travel over here. I meant to show it off, but in the pubs, let me just run to a pub here. We've got a pub up here. This guy is... So, the white text boxes are just regular NPCs. The orangey brown text boxes there above their heads are for side quests, and sometimes you'll see green, and that's for the main story. Down in the bottom right, you'll also see that my map is over top of a side quest icon. But this is the proprietor. Well met, traveler, what can I do you for? And here we can change party. Our party size is 4. You do get locked to the first character that you pick. He or she can never be removed from your party. In my case, that's Therian the Thief. He's a pretty good character, so I'm pretty happy that he's in my party all the time. You might rather have someone like Cyrus the Sorcerer as your first character, I mean the Scholar. He is really, really great. Olberic has also been really great. You could tell by their levels the fact that I've been using them more. I've been using Ophelia as my main healer, but Alpha's pretty good. And you'll see over here that these characters are lower leveled, and that's because I am planning on tackling their chapter 2s, and they don't level up unless they're in your party. So you can also see we've got equipment. Equipment must be managed for all of your characters, but really you can switch equipment when you're changing parties if you want to. Each class gives you a variety of weapons that you can access. So the hunter uses axes and bows, the healer, the cleric uses staves. The scholar, no, this is the apothecary. He uses axes. The dancer uses knives. The warrior uses spears and swords. The thief uses swords and daggers. And the merchant uses bows and spears, I want to say. You can also go to Hear a Tale. You can see here that, you've already completed this chapter. This will show everything in the town that you can start if you've chosen to ignore it. So you can ignore the story when you come in and then come back and do it at another time. And then reputation, if you fail 5 dark side actions or dark path actions in a town, you can restore your reputation for money. A lot of money. And we'll travel on. And while we're here, let's see if we can show off something quick. So this guy says, Whisper Mills, all belong to me. All you need for the wheels to keep running is a bit of wind. They're surely one of man's greatest inventions. And above here we see the path actions, and the path actions available are things you can do with all of the NPCs in the game, and each character has a unique ability. So if we press Y, you can see Steal comes from the Thief, Scrutinize comes from the Scholar, Purchased is from the Merchant, and Provoke is from the Hunter. So we go Steal. We take a look at the items that are available for steal and the success rate. Success rate goes up as your level goes up. So I will totally steal these things. That is a dark side action. If you fail, then your reputation gets hurt. You see Scrutinize is checked because we've already try that out. A lazy man who spends his days thinking of ways to make money. More enthusiastic and diligent in his youth, he grew less ambitious as the years passed. Regrettably, well, he's been more active of late, solely in pursuit of a scheme to deceive the foolish and greedy. You get no information, but sometimes doing this, you will get information, things used for side quests or additional effects in the town, like bonuses to your path actions, discounts at the inn, more things available for purchase. And you see, purchase is the merchant light side version of Steel, so there is absolutely no chance of failure, but you pay for the items. The warrior and the hunter have challenge and provoke. Challenge just lets you fight the guys. Provoke, you have a % chance of failure when you're provoking someone, but we'll try it out here. Go forth, my friend. Ah, is that a real live monster? He will fight us.
Let us begin.
And you can use this to clear people away from entrances to the houses and such. So the attack isn't on here, and the hunter skill isn't on. Maybe provoke doesn't let you do those, but we do have beasts available. We always have Lind, who has sword and pole arms. And I think Great Condor is my best, so let's use him. I'm gonna need a heal. Need a heal. Mossy Meep, I think, has healing. We also have healing items, but showing off the hunter. You'll see turn orders at the top. Let's try Lind. Okay, that was pole axe, and it did not hit anything. Ooh! Let's get her health back. I don't know that I'm gonna win this. This is actually gonna be like a hard fight for her. Let's try the merman here. There I used my boost points. So you got boost points where I can make things stronger by pressing the R button. You'll see the circles under her name indicate the boost points. We get 1 per turn. Let's use Forest Raccoon 3. Ah, he is weak to bows. It's good to know. Oh! There we go. Get her heal back up here.
Letting the hunt begin.
Ah, he's weak to spears. I actually wanted to wait. There you go. We'll boost. He's in the broken state, so he's going to take extra damage. The shield indicates how many weak attacks or attacks you need to do against him to things that he is weak to in order for him to break. Oh, something's happening. I didn't expect that. I'm sorry. It's just that I've got a tab to pay at the tavern, you see, and but I only raised the price a bit. Well, perhaps it was more than a bit. Back! Fine, I'll return the fee to the mill back to the old price. Will that satisfy you? I thought I could keep living the lifestyle I was accustomed to if I just charged a bit more for my mills. But I don't want to get involved in some sort of scuffle over this awful backwater. Huh? Nothing, never mind me. I'll do better from now on, don't you worry. So ends the tale, tilting at windmills. I obtained 22,000 gold. That's crazy. I don't even know where I got that side quest. I didn't even realize that was a thing. You'll note that he was not marked with a side quest icon, but that was one way, I guess, to resolve that side quest, is to beat the crap out of him. We're gonna heal, just restore our stuff. So again, the inns can get cheaper depending on what you've done. And off we go. So this guy, again, we can fight him, but fighting people doesn't always do side quests, and I have had a side quest where I've intentionally had to lose a fight. That, I think, was incredibly interesting. So occasionally you'll find these books. These are heal points. And let's head this way. Is it this way? Yeah, we are gonna have to go this way. Okay.
Ready or not, here I come.
So one of Cyrus's abilities is at the beginning. He's gonna reveal a vulnerability to us. It's very handy. And we can pick, now that we see the attacks, we can select through which weapon we want to use. And I'm going to attack the ant, and we see that he is weak to swords, daggers, and axes. And I think Therian's dagger is the best. So she should have an axe, or not. She should have a dagger, though. We hit him twice. You see the number in the shield. So he's broken. And we'll use his Blizzard ability, which should do double ice damage.
Thus ends your lesson.
And they're all dead. We got bonuses for how good we did on touch because they didn't hit us, break because we broke people, broke their defense, and domination because we won in one turn, I believe. You'll see there in the bottom left, it says where we're going, what the danger level is. And Trust of the Merchant occasionally picks up just free money when you enter a place. So your Saints Bridge is west, so we'll head that way. The map looks really big, and there's a lot of things to explore. Let's see if we can get that chest up there. But I've actually found that it's not
Now, let us hunt him.
as big as it seems. The distance between the cities is not gigantic.
Now, what next?
We're going to do the ice damage again. That should break at least 2 enemies. Okay, or we just win.
Not bad. A passing.
Again, this area is for level 11s, and I'm a bit more powerful than that. I have talked to this guy before. And that chest is up, so... So here you can see East Saints Bridge Traverse, the danger level is 23, so it is significantly harder. And Tress is finding more cash for us. The difference between... Yeah, we have hidden stuff here. The difference between light path actions and dark path actions is really interesting, because with light you always succeed, but you might need to be a certain level in order to trigger things. We're just gonna attack the guy in the front. Whereas with the dark path actions, you always have a percentage chance. So if you want to take a look, capture, chance of success, 7%, 0%, 0%, 0%. As they get broken or closer to 1 hit point, it becomes easier to capture them. It's just, he's weak, I kind of want to get rid of him, so I'm just going to use him up here. Hanit herself is weak compared to the rest of my party. Here I'll analyze and see what else, what other weaknesses we got. More ice. She'll attack everyone with her wind power. And they're not vulnerable to that, and she's also really, really weak. Let's Arrow Storm. Accuracy with that is not great.
What is the
Okay, we can level 3 Blizzard here.
Thus ends your lesson.
Okay, I think we gotta head this way. See, it looks like there's another side quest here that we're getting closer to, as well as a save. I also see a shrine icon on the map. So shrines, which apparently are on the map for us, allow us to unlock and that's what looks like the harp down there. They allow us to unlock a secondary job. So if we go in here, we can take a look at jobs. You can see that Therian has a secondary job of a hunter. Cyrus doesn't have one. Tressa has a secondary job of a thief, and Hanit doesn't have one. The secondary jobs allow you to use the skills of that job, but do not allow you to use the path action or special abilities like summoning and capturing monsters. They also let you use the weapons that class has access to, so that you have the ability to hit more weak points, more vulnerable points. And also interesting is that you can only have one character equipped with one subclass at a time. Yeah, if you go into the skill check, you can see here the skills as I've gone down. You need 5,000 more for his thief ability and 3,000 more for his next hunter ability. From this list, you can just pick whatever you want from the skills as you have the job points to do it. And you can see here, like, she has enough for her next thief skill if we want it. So you just get to pick which one you want from the list, except the final one, which does not become available until... doesn't become available until you have all the other skills in the class. And I think I'm probably going to want to pay money to summon hired help to the battlefield. All the side steps also good, but we're gonna do that. And down to the support skills, you can see that we get support skills, which are passives, unlocked after a certain number of active skills have been unlocked. And our hunter certainly has the ability to go up, so I will do that with her. Get Mercy Strike to leave someone at 1 HP, which seems pretty good to capture people. Heavy lightning damage to a single foe. I'm going to do the Mercy Strike, actually. You see, I just unlocked Eagle Eye. So I'm going to equip support skills. Each character can equip 4 skills and raise the equipping character's critical rate by 50. Sounds pretty good, so we'll do that. Her other one gets an increased chance of attacking first. You can see, like Darian, for example, I have him equipped with 2 thief abilities, extra speed, extra attacks, extra critical, and potential chance of attacking twice. I believe you can use any support skills you've unlocked and not just the ones for the classes that you're in, but I don't have anyone yet that has support skills from 3 or more classes to check that out on. I really, really love the jobs and what they've done with that. Now let's continue our trip to Saintsbridge here.
Out of my way.
Okay, so I see characters weak to wind. And maybe, like, take a look at the thief abilities. One of the ones that he has is share magic points and steal magic points. We're going to give more magic over to our mage.
Let's do this.
Okay, we want to hit those vulnerable flyers. So we're going to break them.
Interesting dilemma.
And we'll stick with the blizzarding.
Come in, if thou darest.
Ah, Great Condor will hit wind, which he's not weak to. I don't know why I used that, actually. That's one of my better guys right now. And we'll just attack 3 times with him. His attack's pretty strong.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Haunted leveled up. When she levels up, she regains all of her magic and HP. And you can see the job points going up on the bottom. Doesn't tell us when we have enough job points to learn a new skill, but the job points are 30, 100, 500, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, so they're pretty easy to remember.
You there?
Oh, hey, slow down there, friend. How about donating a bit of coin for a good cause? You refuse, best think again. Selfish folk what don't share soon get their comeuppance, if you get my drift. Retribution could come anytime, you know, up the trail a bit and from behind, for example. Let's take a look at him. 56%. Let's see now. Oh, I passed. A man who once traveled the realm as a member of a theater troupe until a petty dispute forced all to go their separate ways and left him without a means to make a living. He now puts his talents to use as an extortionist. And we'll see if we can steal from him. Old coin, just an item we could sell for cash. We'll steal that. And how strong is he? 4! What in the world? Well, you know, he did threaten us, and he's only
Let
4.
us begin.
She's weak, but let's give it a shot.
Come in, if thou darest.
The forest stalks return to the wild.
Sorcery.
Ah, we're blind! Luckily, our animals are not blind. She's only blind for 4 turns. You can see that up in her status area there. It's okay. Our mossy meep can fight. We're gonna have to. I'm going to have to refill what I have available here. Woo! 2000's nice. Goodbye, Condor. I liked you.
Thou didst fight with courage.
That's what you get for trying to extort me.
Enough!
Alright, I confess I was in the wrong and I won't deny it. I guess this was for another side quest that I didn't remember. I'd lost me job and hadn't a copper to me name. It was out of despair I turned to crime. But thieving don't suit me. I'm going to get me honest work. Hang me if I don't. I trust this will not happen again. Oh. Maybe that voice was a bit much. You're a priest? No. I swear on me mother's grave it's honest work are done for me now. Well, the cathedral is in need of caretaker. Someone to sweep the floors and so on. That sounds grand, your holiness. I'm proper handy with a broom. Alright, so ends the tale of the Pilgrim's Plight. And I've made it to Saints Bridge. So as you can see, once I get to town... weird, I wasn't given the option to start... Oh! My cleric's not in my party, that's why.
Faring well?
Welcome to Saints Bridge. Have you been to our beautiful cathedral yet? The great bridge spanning the river that runs through the center of the town is also something of a landmark. And what do you have to steal? So 80% chances seem pretty good. We'll try those. You'd best watch your manners while you're here in our town. Damn it, this one's not as dumb as they look. Steal 4 more, or fail 4 more times to suffer, but try again. Yeah, what about scrutinizing him? 84% seems pretty good. He lives together with his younger brother Nate. He's happy to see his normally withdrawn brother happy again after making some new friends. However, he secretly believes there must be some other reason for his brother's happiness due to the sudden and abrupt change in his behavior. Information gleaned: a hidden item. Most intriguing. So a hidden item is now available somewhere on the map, and it's indicated by the exclamation mark that just appeared on the map. So probably next to the cathedral. The shops, you don't go into the shop, you can just take a look at what they have. These are components, and these are one-use items. We have side quests. I'm not going to start that. I'm just mainly looking for the save here. This is the armor shop. Let's take a look at him real quick. So Bear Cleaver is 30 grand. Quite expensive. As you can see, it increases the critical for Honnet, but not the attack or accuracy. That's because the weapons that she has and the armor that she has is pretty good for her level. I wanted to make sure she was as strong as she possibly could be. It is all around better for Therion, though. Oak Staff's not great. Staff of Wonders is what he's currently equipped with, so the E is there. And Warhammer as a staff actually has significant physical attack, but his elemental attack goes down, and elemental attack is really what I care about with Cyrus. And see, we got shields, which, like Therion, for example, his physical defense and his elemental defense go up with the elemental shield, but his evasion goes way down, almost 100. And I've been making him an evasive character because he's a thief, so I've been focusing on weapons and, or not weapons, well, maybe some weapons, on armor that increases his evasion, and most attacks miss him, so it actually works out pretty good as a strategy. And Spike Shield, we got Saintly Tiara, we have Silent Bandana, so he is actually equipped with that. You'll notice that with Cyrus, for example, his evasion goes up from 132 to 243 with the silent bandana. Charm robe seems okay, but not for us. And then I will save here and stop. Now, if we take a look at the world map, you can see that I can't fast travel to it because I'm in it. But if I wasn't in it, fast travel would be unlocked. What was this place? Sunshake. Oh, I guess that was a thing. I'm gonna head down here next and go to the shrine that I saw, which is probably this little thing here, to unlock an additional job as a secondary skill. We see what's probably like this here, this here. These are probably dungeons or optional extra dungeons for us to explore. Overall, the game is wonderful. The sound is great. The graphics, the art style are just fantastic. They really take me back. I spent a lot of time playing role-playing games on the Super Nintendo, and it really, really takes me back. The story, well, a bit simplistic because all the characters don't come together. The story for the characters, they don't shy away from things. For Primrose, for example, her story, well, it's not based on human trafficking. It has a lot of human trafficking involved with it. We have stories of redemption, stories of betrayal. They don't back away from tough subjects on stories, and that's really great. And the path actions add just so much to the NPCs. I love the path actions so much. Steal. And you see there's a snipe saber dagger here. Oh no, that's a sword. Oh, 65%. We got it on the first try. I was kind of expecting to fail that. And can we steal from the kid? We can steal from the kid. The kid has candy that we can steal. Like, yes, you can sell or steal candy from the children. They will sell it to us for 10, but we might be evil and just steal candy from the kids. And then I feel kind of bad because I just stole candy from a child. When I save, make sure that I can't undo that. With the stealing, you will find that you get access to a lot of high-level equipment early with very low chances, like a 3% chance to steal. Clearing your reputation. Once your reputation goes bad, you can't steal in that town anymore, but you can pay an amount of money, and that amount of money seems to get significantly, exponentially higher depending on the average level of the area the city is in. You can save scum to get that equipment if you want to, and it's super powerful, so save scumming for 20-30 minutes might be worth it to you, depending on what you want to do. The way that the game implements the job system and the secondary jobs is brilliant for me. It's a lot closer to Final Fantasy V than it is to Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy VII, which are materia-based. Final Fantasy VI, I found that while all the characters have a unique action, once you unlock materia, basically every character becomes exactly the same. And the materia and relic system kind of work that way, that any character can do anything. Final Fantasy VII, that feels even more so to me, where the stats might lean one way, but materia just completely changes all the characters. Here, all of the characters are going to maintain their uniqueness and their usefulness to the party, and in addition, they have to be leveled to complete their stories. I have also heard that when all the stories of all the characters are completed, and again, I'm just in their second of 4 chapters. I've only done 2 of 8 of those, and I am more than 20 hours into the game. Once you've completed all 4 chapters for all 8 characters, for a total of 32 chapters, I believe there is an overarching story at the end that comes together. I don't know how many chapters it is or how in-depth it is. I've heard inklings of that, and I've tried to keep myself spoiler-free for the most part. I have been putting images and stuff up of Octopath Traveler regularly on Twitter for things that I enjoy, but overall, this game is fantastic. I am not going to Let's Play it because it is incredibly long, and I don't want to subject people to endless amounts of grinding, and I don't want to do a ton of editing to cut all that stuff out. But if you have a Switch, if you enjoy RPGs, that is important, then I definitely recommend this one. And I hope that you enjoy it too. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. If you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more quick looks in the future, go ahead and subscribe. Or if you're interested in the other Let's Plays I do, you can subscribe as well. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.